Hey folks, Vans, Cars, and Trucks here, Brooksville, Florida. Summer is starting out, July 4th is over, some folks have vacation, kids are out of school, and you might be planning a road trip. And congratulations, because what a fun way to start the season and have a great time. Which makes me think of a story recently about a road trip, because some folks that I know, they had bought a brand new car at a close by dealership that had a whopping total of 200 and some odd miles on it. And we sell used cars, of course, with thousands of miles, but they had bought this brand new car and they're going to take a road trip. And the 3 days after they bought it, they were heading out to the Northeast, and they got out of town, but they got a whopping total of 65 miles away, which happened to be in a dead cell zone at the time. Well, guess what? The red light came on. Before you know it, they're along the side of the road. They can't even call for AAA. And the only reason it stopped, but it was a disaster because it ruined the entire trip, was the oil pan plug had come loose because it wasn't tightened properly. If it can happen to a brand new car, something as simple as that 35-cent plug, then guess what else could happen if you weren't prepared? So my thought here today is be prepared. That's the Boy Scout motto, has been for 100 years. And for all of us to live our life in that kind of a frame of mind, it'll serve you so well. So with that idea, I'm going to share with you what we have as a bug out box. When you want to take a road trip, you should consider some of these things, and you can customize it to fit yourself. The first thing in our box, which my guys keep around here because they do travel, is they have a list. Depending upon the season, it will change, and your needs will change too. But I'm going to set the list because they change that list, but it includes all kinds of things, and I'm going to pull them out here to give you an idea. Coolant, just have it pre-mixed. You're going to use it anyways. Some of these things you're not going to spend a nickel for because you should already have it. But coolant that's ready to go, because if you need it, it's there. Paper towels used for everything, and guess what? You already have them in your household, so it's no expenditure. Some rags, because of the same reason. Some of these are so simple, it's silly, but if you've ever been in a situation where you needed something that is so simple to have, it can still close your world down and you're not prepared. The idea is, again, be prepared. So even before you leave, think about your vehicle. Have you lifted that hood recently? Has somebody checked it out? What's the condition of that serpentine belt? Is the oil decent for that 4,000 mile round trip, or should you do it right now and have it done with? The coolant, is it up to snuff? Tire pressure, so simple. You got 4 tires on the ground. Did you know they lose 2 pounds per month, whether you do anything or not? You haven't looked at them for 6 months, you're down 8 or 12 pounds. It makes a difference. So in that frame of mind, have some things. A quart of oil, yes, you just had it changed, but if you need it, that 4,000 mile trip, you can buy this for half the price here, anywhere, than what you will off the interstate. You don't need to buy it at interstate prices. Simple things. Have a raincoat available. Yeah, it's not raining right now, but you're going to be gone for a week. Who knows? Or an umbrella. So again, be prepared. Summertime down here is hot. If you're stuck along the side of the road in an emergency, just a bottle of water can mean everything to you. Speaking of which, to have some crackers or a little bit of food just in case. It costs nothing. Pull it out of your cupboard. Think about what you might use in a scenario when you might be stuck. Because what's the worst thing that can happen to you on a road trip? And that is to be stuck along the side of the road and be unprepared for it. Guess what? You can have a great time and be stuck for 3 or 4 hours, and you will never skip a beat because you're prepared mentally and physically for what's taking place. So along that vein, even just a set of work gloves comes in handy. A garbage bag. You already got them, but you'll be surprised if you didn't have a raincoat and you got 2 or 3 people, how you could slit one side and make a temporary raincoat out of it, or put it over your seat because the winter got left down, your seats got all wet. You put the raincoat down, all of a sudden you're nice and protected. So serpentine belt. What's the condition of yours? But if something should happen, that one belt costs a whopping total of $24, shuts your world down. That car cannot move 5 miles without the proper belt. A little bit of duct tape never hurts. Duct tape can save the world. So these things that I have, I wouldn't use them in every day all the time. But emergency, yes. If I had a tire that went out on me because a screw I ran over and I'm 60 miles away, that $6 bottle will get me where I need. The tire shop guy is not going to like it when he sees it coming in, but he'll deal with it because it got you there. It's going to save your world. Simple things. A bungee cord, a couple tools. You don't need a 20-pound toolbox, but get a wrench, a multi-fit, you know, a couple tools. You never know what may happen. You never know what may interrupt your world. My wife and I, living in Florida most of our life, hurricane season, she's always prepared. We have a bug out bag that's made so we can leave our house. We don't have to do a thing. Even on a little memory stick, she has our important life on it, where we can, you know, get in there and get our life together. If our whole house came apart, our world came down, we can still exist. Credit card information, things of that, and you can put a code on that so only you can have access to it. You know, so simple things. You ever been in a park and you had to take a little break? What's that cost? You know, less than 50 cents. But you ever been without it, folks? That's all I got to say. So you don't need to go to extremities, but you know, a flashlight caught in the dark. You know, what you're trying to do is just exist for a short period of time and make it comfortable to make it happen. So these things can all fit in a little milk container or even empty box. Take up a little corner of your trunk. You'll never have to think about it. You don't use anything on it when you come back. Hooray for you. But guess what? It may make a trip much more pleasant if you have some hiccups along the way. And trust me, life is full of hiccups. So be prepared, folks. Vans, cars, and trucks. Thanks. Hey, folks, I hope you enjoyed hearing about our being prepared with our bug out box. And I know that if you're getting ready for your road trip, you're thinking about what you should have as well. It doesn't take, you don't have to have another trailer to hold what you need, but even a small box will probably do you. But we're all going to be a little different. The wife and I have other things in ours, and we're prepared. And my guys leave a list when they have it, when they know they're going to make a road trip. And we do that quite often, but they've learned to be prepared. So as you build your bug out bag or bug out box, share with me your thoughts, because you know what? We all learn from each other, and that's the fun part about it. So hit that notification, subscribe or like, and tell me what you got on your bug out box, and we would like to share. Thanks.